What is currently happening, programs? Welcome to the Grid VR, where I'll be bringing you this week's news in virtual reality. It's Sunday the 3rd of December 2017, and all I can say this week is, the fuck are we going to do with these pitchforks now? We've got DOOM VFR testing our patience, Core 2 testing our social skills, Desert Bus testing our will to live, LA Noire, Kill the Noise, Star Wars, and much more. Today, I'm going to cover off the main events to keep you in the loop. So stay locked, crush that like button, enjoy, and welcome to the Grid VR. DOOM VFR crawled out of hell this week and onto the PSVR, Vive, and kinda the Rift, and the reviews are, well, they're mixed. And after playing it for an hour or so, yeah, I'd agree with that. Mixed emotions all around. The game is a lot of fun in some ways and not so much in others, and I think I can speak for most people when I say we definitely expected a little more from id Software on release. And not so much on the content side, more so on the quality control side. Though a longer than 2 to 4 hour playtime would have been nice too. For instance, hands when using menus are at right angles, being able to shoot through enemies when they are close, no support for left-handed players, some minor glitching at the start, high quality graphics that can't really run in high quality, and some generally widespread performance issues are all rookie mistakes that seep through the cracks. And aside from the technical flaws, it's not that the game itself is shit, it's more that other games, even older games, from much smaller companies, right down to one-man dev teams for example, are doing things better than the gaming pedigree that is id Software. And on the performance side of things, almost every decent VR game of late has great performance optimization. Like you, not you and you. And then there's the fact that lefties got left out. That's right, no support for left-handed players. And most people just aren't a fan of the dash or teleport only mechanic. And to elaborate on the locomotion options for the various systems, PSVR users can dash and teleport with the move controllers, but can only turn in full 180-degree increments. Programs using the aim or DS controllers with PSVR though, have a full locomotion option available. Vive and Rift users are limited to dash and teleport only, and you'll be relying on your room scale setups to physically turn yourself. A smooth locomotion mod has already popped up for the Rift though, and there's a link in the description for that one. And if we compare this title to the Doom 3 BFG mod that I cover in this video here, I actually think the Doom 3 mod is better, even though the mod technically does have a few more flaws. The slightly dated graphics look crisper, it has every customization option for graphics and movement you could want, and controller support is spot on. And this was put together by 4 or 5 guys. In saying all of that though, some people are loving DOOM VFR, and I certainly loved aspects of it. For one, the music. For 2, using high-level weapons on low-level enemies in a pointless display of over-empowerment. The music. 3, crotch-slamming enemies like they've been begging for a ball banging. The music. The music. And 4, standing in Hayden's digs, looking at the landscape and pretending I'm Douglas Quaid in the not shit version of Total Recall. And the music was mint too. And if you're the type of VR gamer who can see past the initial minor technical flaws, then you may like it. Me personally, I refunded it. For a Bethesda published game at $30 with an average 2 to 4 hour playtime, it's just not good enough as it is. I have no doubt it will be good enough. The game is there. And once id Software break out the glitch be gone spray, and in particular add optimization for the Rift, and some smooth locomotion for everyone, I'll happily say goodbye to my hard-earned cola nuts and cross that 2-hour no refund line into oblivion. DOOM VFR is available now on the Sony store for PSVR and Steam for Vive users. Rift owners can also now join in since the Steam VR patch was released. And for Rift users to get that working, just close Steam VR if you have it open, launch Steam, browse to Library, Tools, go to Steam VR, right-click Steam VR, click Properties, click on the Betas tab and choose Beta Steam VR Beta Update in the drop-down menu. Then simply close the properties window and Steam VR Beta will download automatically. Also, on this one in particular, if you bought DOOM VFR, let me know what you think in the comments and some of the pros and cons from the platform that you're using, and I'll see you there. The Rift Core 2.0 update is around the corner and bringing some great VR and touch controller-centric features like Oculus updates so you can stay in the loop on news, improvements and features, but not in a hybrid Kiwi-Aussie semi-sarcastic monotone. So, you know, stay subbed here, please. The Oculus Store will get a revamp and you'll be able to view titles, sales, latest releases and wish lists. Yep, create wish lists of your favorite games you can't afford right now and you'll get notified when they go on sale. And yep, this may be old news for Steam users, but for Oculus users, it's about time. Also, looking at this screenshot, you can see that you'll get friend suggestions to add people that you met in previous games, even from a few days back, which is great because I have a memory like a spud and would love to stalk the Oculus software engineers. And this is a great step in the direction of social VR, which is where VR really does shine, and Steam VR is already crushing it. I covered Rift's Core 2.0 a lot more in detail in this grid episode on the 14th of October, so if you want a complete rundown on all its goodness, including Dash, then click the link on screen now. And if you're a Rift user and want early access to these features, then opt in for beta access now on the Oculus public test channel. This really is where Oculus needs to be to come up to speed with Steam VR's plethora of features, and right now the whole thing is looking tight, yeah! And briefly, remember Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors game for the Sega CD back in 1998? No? Well, that's probably because it was never released. Minor setbacks aside, the game contained a mini game called Desert Bus, where you get to drive a bus all the way from Tucson, Arizona to Las Vegas, Nevada, and then back again, in real time, at 45 miles per hour, with no passengers. Sounds fun, right? Yeah, well, it is. Lots of fun. Just look at those reviews. You should definitely try it in VR if you have a spare 8 hours or so, and the game is free on Steam right now. There's a link in the description and you can thank me later. LA Noire has hit the Steam store, cementing its December 15th release date, or 16th of December if you're in Oz or NZ. The game has a $30 price tag and currently listed as supporting Vive headsets, but as with every other title to grace Steam VR, Oculus support will be there one way or another, lest all hell break loose. So feel free to pre-purchase a digital copy because, you know, they might sell out. Orbus VR, the fully funded Kickstarter VR MMO RPG for the HTC VIVE and Oculus Rift, has popped up on Steam with a December 15th release date. Again, December 16th for Aussies and Kiwis. The game features a huge open world that can accommodate thousands of players. It has its own lore, characters, world bosses, and group dungeons. If MMOs are your thing, and VR is too, then check the description for a link to both the Steam and Kickstarter pages to suss out if this is likely to tickle your fantasy. Ever seen those pump it up arcade dance machine videos pop up on YouTube and thought, what, is that like slow motion? Well, Holodance is coming and has a new teaser video up on YouTube. I'm not a dance aficionado, but this does have some unique VR specific trigger mechanics and I'm impressed by what I see. So if you want to do more than just drop it like it's hot, then check the description for a link to the trailer. Settlers of Catan, the trading and building board game smash hit, is coming to VR and the closed beta signups are on now, so you can be one of the first in the world to play this game in VR. You'll need to direct your settlers and build colonies in order to settle an uncharted island before your opponent by building trade routes, managing resources, building cities, and bartering like you want a pair of cheap socks in Phuket. The original German board game has had multiple PC and smartphone incarnations and is one of the most successful games of all time. So if that in VR is your bag, then a link is in the description for the beta sign up. The Wave VR is a program which allows users to host and socialize in live shows worldwide through the VR medium. This week they partnered up with Google and Kill the Noise, who you may recognize from this track, or this, or this one. to put on a show in VR consisting of all tilt brush and blocks artwork. The event was for US viewers only, so I didn't see shit, but a link to the recording is in the description, and it's such an insanely promising concept, and it's great to see artists like Kill the Noise get behind VR in this type of capacity. HTC Vive and Gear VR users can download and play Star Wars Droid Repair Bay, get aboard General Leia's ship and repair Poe Dameron's balls, Space Droid BB-8 and his busted ass friends. Star Wars fans can also swing a lightsaber in augmented reality and face off with the likes of Darth Maul and Kylo Ren in Star Wars Jedi Challenges. All you need is $400 to get the lightsaber, beacon and the Lenovo Mirage headset, and then you'll need your own compatible smartphone too. This one screams expensive gimmick to me, but looks like a sick collector's item and a bit of legitimate fun for die-hard Star Wars fans. Also, VR headsets passed 1 million units shipped in a single quarter for the first time ever, with Sony's PSVR unsurprisingly taking the lead, the Rift coming in second and the Vive in third. Echo Arena got its biggest patch to date, which adds a spectator mode, matchmaking improvements, new lobby screens, increased party sizes and a large range of other features. Check the description for a complete list. Project Cars 2 has a demo up on Steam and Oculus Home now, so instead of the 2-hour refund system, you can give some of the game a decent burn in your own time. A link is in the description for that one too. And Oculus has started shipping dev kits of its standalone Oculus Go headset, which is due for release in early 2018, which I also covered in the October 14th Oculus Connect episode of The Grid. And finally, stay tuned for some Christmas giveaways here on The Grid. I'll have more details on that one next week. 'Tis the season to get fa-la-la-la-larked up on eggnog, motherfuckers. Woo! And that's this week on The Grid VR. If you have more you would like to add, then hit me up in the comments below and let's discuss. And if you like this video, then crush that like button, hit the XO logo to subscribe if you wanna, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!